Welcome, everybody. It is a cold and wintry evening here in Sumia. This is the name of the world, as you all know already, of course. It is day 2197 in the 37th era of Vidana, and you all are on your own little journey, and we are going to be exploring all of your character stories in just a second. But we are going to be starting with Craig's character.
Never say.
What the fuck was that? Rolls off screen.
Never safe. Never safe.
Now, can you all click on Craig's character, kind of in the left side of the
Oh, shit.
What do you mean the left
Wait.
side?
What do you mean the left side?
What do you mean, like, what are we clicking?
My little dude.
Do you not see Craig? Just
No.
Craig is only Craig can see Craig.
Only I got vision,
What do you
fucker.
mean? Yeah.
I just see a
Okay.
black
I see
square.
Awesome.
black.
All right, perfect. All right, we'll just deal with it. All right, so Craig, can you describe your character? Don't worry about everybody else. You can't see him. You'll see him soon enough as soon as you interact with him. But Craig, can you describe where you are, what your character looks like, their name, and then any details as much as you want to give about your character?
His name is Felix. He is a. Side note, found out that's a German name. He is a half-elven man in what's the right word? Like hide and leather clothing. Some of them with like furs and things on the inside to combat the cold. He has hair that has one of those little braids in them. I don't know what the right word is. Not like all braided, like locks, just like occasional little ones. And he is in his home, which is a small cave on the side of like a hill or perhaps a small mountain. In it is very minimal amounts of things. There's like a pit for fire. There's a place for him to sleep, a table, a chair, and other places to store things. The cave itself is covered in like scrap wood logs, scrap wood boards, sticks, vines, and things to just kind of make like a barrier. There's also a door, which is currently closed, and he is just sitting at his table.
Beautiful.
Probably drinking, I don't know, probably drinks tea.
Mm-hmm. We love to hear it. Now,
What kind of tea?
yeah, well, yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Normal tea.
He didn't prepare the tea lore.
He didn't.
There's no
Normal
lore.
tea. He's drinking normal tea for normal men.
Which is? I feel like that's
The
subjective.
normal kind. The normal kind.
Honey milk oolong.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very average stuff you get.
Bro's
from,
drinking like Darjeeling tea with like lavender in it.
This is from around my house. I harvest this from the
And he's
My
sitting
bad.
around and he's drinking it like.
He's like, I actually didn't know there were other teas. I just do what's outside. I don't know.
I just grab grass.
This bit was out there, and I boil it and I drink it. Like I thought it was
leaves.
okay.
Grass
British person.
tea. All
Who's
right.
next?
Spectacular. Now, Dylan's character is wandering through the woods. Now, as I said, it's a cold evening. Weather has kind of been a little freaky the past around 5 years in Sumia. You know, very very unpredictable, let's say. And so it appears tonight has been quite of a blizzard. Not a huge blizzard, it has just started, so there is snow on the ground, but not like feet of snow. But who knows how long it will snow? You never can really tell. So, Dylan's character, I'm going to
Oop.
Is Dylan allowed to see the
place
world now?
No, I just see my character token, but everything. Oh, never mind.
you. Okay, can you all see Dylan? I'm assuming
Oh,
Dylan,
I
you
just
can't
still
see.
see black.
Okay.
I can see now though.
For situations like this, by the way, with Foundry, the way I normally did it, Steven, if all the players didn't have a token in the scene, but I want them to be able to see everything, I
Yep.
had a token that I made that was just the party that everyone owned that had visibility in all scenes, and I would just throw that in. But it might not be worth it. It's up to you. But that's what I do.
Well, we will get there in just a moment, but for right now, your characters aren't in the scene, so you can only hear. But
My
I will
word.
get that changed later.
Theater of the
Uh,
mind.
But Dylan's character's in the bottom right of the black square, and he
Yeah.
is walking through a forest in the middle of this blizzard. And would you like to describe your character and anything you'd like to tell us?
Okay, my character is not a half elf, but an elf. And he physically has the skin tone and hair of I took it from a night elf race in Warcraft. You ever seen them? They have like purple skin and like bluish hair. He's dressed in like kind of deeper blues all over him, a big pointy hat, like flowing robes. He's wearing an eye patch over his left eye. That's just pretty typical looking. And I guess I can't describe much of the scene because I don't really know where I am, but that's what he looks like.
Amazing. I love to hear it. Now, we're now going to talk about Kevin's character. Kevin's character, very similarly, is walking through the forest. I will plop them down up here.
They them mention? Holy shit.
Yeah, and then.
Shall I describe my character?
And you can describe your character also similarly walking through a snowy forest currently.
Yeah, my character's name is, I haven't fully remembered it yet, but I'm getting there. Is Turlan. I think that's probably all that you would know right now, or will know in the immediate future once our characters link up. But my character's name is Turlan. They use they them pronouns.
Base.
They are wearing a gigantic. No, they're a half elf. They're wearing a gigantic purple coat. It is bigger than they are to such a degree that you could not even really hazard a guess as to their actual body size. Their coat is what sets the boundaries of their body. It is very
Ice King
big.
shit.
They have long, flowy, blonde hair, disgruntled. If you had to guess, you'd say their face looked somewhat feminine, but it's not like it's not obviously a woman or a man's face. Their coat is covered in trinkets of all kind dangling off. There's multiple bags. They sound like a meme when they walk, with like chattering and clinking sounds all over. They are wearing a like 6x3 or 6x2 inches mirror on a necklace. um it's very pristine. It's like unnaturally clean. Um, yeah, hanging on the necklace. Other than that, I don't think there's much you'd be able to tell about this character. They have basically no skin exposed. It's really just their face, all the way up to the neck is like bundled up in this big fur coat. If you had really keen eyes, you would be able to notice a hint of woven leaf wood armor underneath the coat. Peeks out just a little bit at the collar. That's
Amazing.
Turlan,
Spectacular.
sorry.
Yes, Turlan. Love it. And then finally, last but not least, we have LaFleur's character, who, let me give you a little torch real quick. Also walking through the forest, this nice cold forest. If you'd like to describe your character, anything that you would like people to know.
Yes. Can only imagine what led him to be walking in a forest by himself in the middle of the night, especially in a winter. But you would see a gaunt man, a human, about 5'9", 5'9.5", wearing basically the most stereotypical like wizard outfit you could possibly imagine. Big blue pointy hat with stars and moons all over it. Same with his robe with like a rope belt tying it together in some pouches and stuff. Carrying a staff, just a piece of driftwood he found probably or something. And he's kind of like perpetually sweaty. And I'm just gonna assume that I'm nervous. I don't know why. I must have done something that pissed off a lot of people and got myself into these woods running away from something. So here I am, lost, alone, cold. But I look like a pretty accomplished wizard. So I'll get out of this.
Amazing. I love it. And so, after introducing all of our gaunt man sweaty, after introducing all of our characters, all your characters, you're free to roam around. I'd like to note that it is cold outside. It is very snowy, as you can hear, very windy. Hopefully, can you all hear the sounds?
Oh, I can hear
Yes.
him.
Okay, all right, great.
I can't personally because I'm using
Oh, yes.
my phone audio, but it's.
I'm not allowed to move my token. Oh wait, no wait.
Yep.
So
now?
demanding. I want to move my token.
Mine's,
I want.
mine's just
I
I
okay.
can
want
Mine's
move.
just really,
vision.
mine's just really slow.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
so-
the same.
It's probably just Hamachi gaming.
Yeah.
So you all may wander around and notice it's very cold outside, so you all would probably like to find some shelter somewhere if you could possibly find it.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Can you describe to me, Steven, the cabin I've seemingly come up against?
That is, yes, you see as Craig described, you see this covering of wood planks and vines and things that appear to be covering just the side of this hill here.
I can't move anywhere else, Steven. Got walls all around me.
Hello?
I'll go to the left here. I'll drag you.
Hello
this
over
way.
there?
Okay.
Lafleur, you see this half elf turn around to look at you, and you see the character I've described. Oh gosh, I have to use the character voice. Oh gosh. I'm going to. They're going to walk up to you. You see they raise their hand. They raise their hand, and as they do, the like cloak kind of falls down a little bit before they kind of grab it with their other hand, and then just sort of wave.
You're not with them, are you?
I'm going to kind of like look and like cock my head sideways. Who are them?
Another one. A wizard?
Are you just running around in circles? That's Kevin asking Lafleur.
I'm backing up.
My character really taking notice of your outfit compared to mine.
I see. You must be a purveyor of the arcane arts as well, huh?
Like in my head, yours is like the Mickey Mouse, like Disney wizard, and mine is like
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, like overly detailed witch Yo,
It's Mickey Mouse exactly. Yep.
but very
Sorcerer's
similar.
Apprentice.
Uh huh. Oh, forgive me. I've been being chased through these woods, and I'm just not sure who to trust.
You,
I apologize.
I don't really know why I'm here either.
I
Who is
and
that? I would point at Kevin's
uh,
character.
I
Yeah,
Turtleman.
I
I
could ask the
will.
same question.
I will raise my hand and say, I am happy to introduce myself. I am Turlan. I don't wish to speak as to why I'm in these woods, but I'm looking for shelter as I look over to the storm. It's worse than I thought it would be.
Looks like we found something. There should be enough room for all of us, right?
Do I hear all this? If we're right
Unless it's
outside.
unless it's
You'll hear
already
some
inhabited.
you'll hear some muffled voices outside, I'd say.
Yes, well, I I hope it's abandoned. I don't want to intrude on someone's house. Why don't one of you should go ahead and see if it's occupied?
I will walk right up to it.
And I look behind over my shoulder to see if anyone's coming.
Um, you see, for just a moment, I pull out from one of my many pouches. I pull out what looks to be, I guess to describe it to you guys as players, not characters. You see what looks like a deck of tarot cards, um, which in this universe are called hero cards. Um, and I just sort of like flash a couple of them in front of me for a moment and sort of look over them before just like kind of put in the back of my hand and put them in my pocket. And then I give a hearty knock at the door.
You hear a knock.
If you're cool with it, Steven, because I didn't want to
Yep.
interrupt the conversation. Rewind a little bit to when I hear voices. I feel like there would be like areas, not like windows, but things on my inside that I could move to like peek through.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to hide. Would they be close enough for me to see them with the blizzard? Do you think?
Yes, I would say so. Yes, they all have torches or some form of light on them, so you would be able to
Have
see them.
have I or any of the forest critters seen them before?
You have not. No, these are completely uh, new creatures to this forest.
Okay. My door doesn't have a lock. So they're gonna make moves to like, as one of them is making moves to come towards me, I step back silently, but quickly walk over and just kick dirt into the fire, and then there's three of them. I'm gonna cast a spell.
So you extinguish the flame, is what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to. The spell is going to be Pest Form,
Okay.
which is my druid thing. Actually, no, I'm going to do Wild Shape because that makes I can cast Pest Form, but for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn into a. It's a small creature. I'll turn into a cat.
Okay, awesome. This is
Cast
wild shape.
spell.
Yeah.
I cast Pest Form because I think it's the same thing. So
Okay.
I need to figure out. Anyway, yeah. And then I try and hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me.
I
Okay.
keep knocking.
Ooh, acrobatics and stealth modifiers are +10.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Jeez.
Cats are good at hiding, I guess.
Proficiencies.
Are
Spell effect, pest form. Do I apply that to myself?
There is a spell if you go into your spell and primal
Just-
focus spells, try and cast it. I don't know if it'll.
Roll 1d20 plus 10.
Ooh, a nice little 20.
All right.
All right. Good to keep that in
A
mind.
natural 20.
Jeez.
Sounds good.
First roll of
I'm
the
like a
game.
dark gray black
Dirt.
cat.
Dirty, disgusting 20.
All right, awesome. You hear no response.
Do I hear the fire getting kicked out?
Let me do. Okay, now with this in Pathfinder for perception checks, I roll it for you, right?
Normally, if
Secret
it's
ones.
if it's someone actively trying to listen, you do a hidden perception check. But if it's someone listening, just asking to whether or not they heard something, I think rules as written is supposed to be their passive perception or their perception
Okay.
DC versus the modifier.
Yes.
So,
Then I would say no, you do not
yeah.
hear.
Right, because he got the 20 and my passive DC perception DC is 16.
16. Yep.
Then yes, rules is written. If I were actively trying to look for it, you would have it be a blind roll, so I
Secret,
can't see
yep.
the results. Yep.
Gotcha.
So I will knock on the door one more time. No.
Do you hear anything in there? Or
No, I do not.
Please, I'm freezing.
this guy?
Just open it.
I am going to slowly open the door. Actually, before I do, I'm going to check for traps.
Okay.
Just quickly glance for them.
Like a nice little. Is that a thievery check?
That's thievery in this game.
Yep.
Okay. Thievery. Roll. 19.
Not a trap in sight. Not a lock in sight.
Now, unless you guys know thievery, I don't think you'd know what my character is doing. But what you definitely see, whether or not you know what's happening, is I look up and down the door and kind of like run my hands along the seam of the door slowly before eventually kind of making my way to the doorknob, twisting it a little bit once, and like clearly listening for something. And then I open it all the way because it is unlocked, correct?
Yes, unlocked.
All right. I open the door and I take a step inside.
Yeah, I'll just follow.
And what do we see?
I will make you. 1 second, Craig.
Oh, let me in.
I'll make you hidden.
Where's token? Jesus.
Oh, thank goodness.
Or no, undetected. That's what I want. Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and walk right to this table and sit down on the seat
Yeah.
closer to the fire.
You see, as Craig described, a very simple room where a fire that has been now, the image doesn't show it justice, but has been kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Are
But
there
you
still
Those
still
like hanging wooden shelves of things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll walk up to the fire and light it with my flint and steel. Can I
Okay.
tell? Can I tell when I look at it this time that it has been recently? Like, can I tell there's still burning embers?
About to say.
I'm gonna look into it. So I don't know. I think that would be my perception check for me.
Yeah, I would do a perception check.
Okay. Do you want me to roll it secret?
Yeah, roll it for me. Roll
Okay.
DM.
See, that's a private GM roll, right?
Or a blind GM roll, I think,
Blind-
is I see it.
Blind
You don't.
GM roll. Okay. And this is me actively looking, so
Yes, yeah. I'll
Some
say
mystery.
that you can tell that it was recent, but you don't know how recent. Like, it could have been, like, not right away, because fire burns for some time, but you can tell that there is still some burning stuff. This is not long abandoned.
you guys see me walk up I take from one of my like 7 pouches, like there's one under my arm. I unclip and I pull out a flint and steel, and I lean down to starting a fire, and then you see me pause for a second, and I look to the two of you. I think someone was here recently. There are still burning embers.
Oh,
Before I light it and then light the fire, and then I turn around and I give you guys like an uncharacteristically big hearty smile for how like small I am in comparison to my coat, and say, but we are here now. And then I walk back and I just kind of plop down onto the seat and breathe a big sigh of relief.
I rush over and I start going to the fire and go, oh, Oh, thank you. Oh, good heavens. Oh,
And
I'm
as
looking a
as
little.
start
Oh no, you go,
warming,
Steven.
warming
as
myself.
as you're looking up at LaFleur's character, kind of warming himself, you can see that his beard, as he's kind of shaking around, is kind of moving off of his face a little bit, and it's
Oh my
obviously
god.
not attached to his face, and it's just a fake string.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. You guys can keep going. I'll be quick.
I am not very excited. The fact that there are embers burning, and this seems to be the only exit or entrance, right?
Yes, no, absolutely. There's
I'm looking around suspiciously.
okay.
Is there any place that I could check? Like I guess under the bed. I don't. There's not really anything in here.
Do you want to actively do a little search for somebody?
Uh, yeah.
You're searching for signs of life. How about? Yeah, I need you to make a private or yeah, a blind GM roll.
How do I do a
So
specific roll?
let's figure that out.
So
Double
above
click
the
on
little
your
box where you can you guys hear me right now?
yes.
Mhm.
So above the box where you type, it should say public role. Click on that and go to
Yeah, I hit
either
blind
blind
GM
or
roll.
yeah.
I'm
So
back.
Alright.
I'm back.
blind,
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
no. So blind GM role means that only Steven sees it.
Yeah, I know
Not
what it
even
means.
you know
But
it.
how do
Okay,
I do
cool.
a specific roll for something, or just
You double click on your character sheet, okay? And then
Okay.
do you see the hand icon?
And
And all
yeah,
the bubbles, yeah.
Yeah, click that, and then you'll click on the word of the skill you're going to use. So, like, if you wanted to roll stealth, you would click stealth,
got
and then
it.
it will pop up any options for modifiers, and then you can select the roll type. It'll default to public, which is normal, but you can do
Mhm.
private GM or blind GM. Private being you and the GM see it only, blind being only the GM sees it.
So what do you want me to check,
And
Steven?
where's perception? I thought one of them was,
Oh
or is
yeah,
that in a
sorry.
different place?
Perception is in the left of the character sheet because you use it so often. It's under armor class. It's like its own
Oh, okay.
category on the left red bar.
I see it.
Yeah, and do perception check secret. You see where it's the eyes that may automatically make it a blind GM roll.
Yeah, I
Can
did it.
you see this? Okay.
No, it's blind for me.
And I. Now this is against Craig's stealth DC, right?
Yes, if he's not actively trying to hide
Yes, I
currently.
am.
Well,
He
yeah,
is. Yeah.
because he already made the stealth check, so that made him undetected. So it
Mhm.
is versus his stealth DC because that's my understanding of the
Uh,
detection rules is because the stealthy check makes you go undetected, which means we have to succeed a roll to see you.
Yes. Yep. All
So
right. And you, as you are looking under the bed, Vita, you see. Well, Craig, why don't you describe what he sees? Because he looks right at you.
you see hiding behind a like wooden locker, foot locker, is just a cat.
No,
It's a gray cat.
there's a cat under here.
Just
Is
kind
it
of
your
stares at you.
familiar?
My what?
Familiar. All wizards have them, don't you know?
Where's yours?
At home.
Well, I don't have one either. At
Oh,
least
okay.
not what I think you're.
Just curious. That's
I
This is
all.
love
just a.
knowing that. I love knowing that he's absolutely lying, being a witch.
This is just
Kevin Mullins knows that, not my character.
Yeah, yeah. This is No, this is just a cat. I've never seen this before. I I try and
You ever
reach.
seen this cat before?
Literally, as you say that, my cat walks into my room and starts meowing at me.
Uh-oh.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say, well,
reach for the cat.
leave the cat alone. It didn't do anything wrong. Be nice.
I'm
It
gently reaching.
it just gradually steps away to stay out of your range. It's looking directly at you.
Mm. Mm.
I'm gonna say, wizard without the familiar. Looking towards Dylan's character.
Oh,
What's your name?
my name is, and it like takes him a second to like retrace what he's thinking about, but he tells you that his name is Vita.
Like, how
And,
long's a moment?
like, too long. It's to the point where you would feel like he's making it up. It's like a weird enough pause to when I get asked your name. Like, why would you? It's like you had to think about it for a second.
Like
Yeah,
two,
like, hey,
three
what's your
beats.
name? Like,
Yeah,
oh.
Vita is my name. Like that's that kind of vibe.
So you're still like reaching out for the cat, right?
Yeah, well, he backed up, then I guess I'll just sit crouched
Uh.
looking at him. I won't keep reaching.
I'm gonna say that's not trying to disturb the poor cat, but I am going to take a step forward towards the bed. I'm gonna get down on one knee. Cat, who I do not know is actually a person. I look at you under the bed, and you see I pull out this mirror on a necklace, and I point it towards you, and you just see yourself.
That sounds like someone's breaking in.
Mr. GM, I'd like to use exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
So I am going to I make a esoteric lore check against the standard DC for that creature's level. So whatever the standard level 1 DC is. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Yep. The class DC, right?
Yes.
I will find it soon.
Fuck is my class DC?
It should be 17.
Well, spell DC is 16.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
spell DC.
That's
Like
spell
there's a
DC.
separate thing that's class
And
DC.
below,
It's the
Well, this-
standard DC by level Pathfinder. Level based DCs. For level 1, that's 15.
15. Well, you rolled
16.
a 16, so you are able to. I'm assuming through it,
Yeah,
able to see that this is not a cat.
No, not that.
Okay.
Well, so I would know what the creature. I have to look at this. So I would basically the way it works is I got a regular success, which means I recall an important fact about the creature, learning its highest weakness. So basically, what damage type it might have weakness to.
currently my highest weakness is weakness 5 to physical damage.
Okay. And I think since this is the creature, it would be based on what the creature I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, which would be the fun fact. Pest form gives me 5 physical weakness. So.
Okay. So
fine.
I am going to exploit its mortal weakness, which means I know what kind of thing the creature would be weak to, and I have that in my bag. So as I look at him now, you don't see anything happening, but as I look at the cat, I'm like, "Yep, that is a cat for sure." And I know that it would be weak to like the equivalent of a spray bottle, essentially. And I have like a little and I rummage through my bags, and I have something that can thematically do that. So I rummage through my bag, and I don't take it out, but I feel what is like basically a small leather water skin that can be like squished to spritz out some water.
Mm-hmm.
All you see is me just kind of like staring back at you, like specifically pointed this mirror towards you before I take a step back and just POV before I take a step back and I just sit back at the chairs. And then I'm gonna look to LaFleur's character and say, "What's your name?"
Oh, I'm Aladdin Costello, practicer of arcane arts. But I
Stupid name.
haven't asked, but your name. I don't think we've gotten your name.
It's Turlan. It's nice to meet you.
And Vita.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you
meet
guys.
you both.
Vida and sorry, it's Aden.
Alden.
Alden. It's nice to meet you, Vida and Alden. I'm going to just kind of like fidget a little bit in this chair. How long has this weather been going?
Since about midday. It's around 7 p.m. right now. So the sun is set quite recently, but yeah, since around noon.
Well, I don't know about the two of you, but I hope we don't have to intrude here very long. They're clearly in someone's home.
Yes. Hopefully they don't come back. Well,
Hmm.
what brings you two to the middle of the woods tonight?
You see. Oh, sorry. You go first, Dylan.
I was really just gonna say you first. That's what
Oh,
my
great.
character says.
Oh, yeah, so you say that to Alden.
Either of you. I'm just like kind of putting my hands out.
Um, what is everyone's what is everyone's perception DC?
Perception DC.
It would be just 10 plus your perception bonus.
If unless you beat 16, unless you beat 24, you don't notice.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't
Nope.
notice.
Don't notice.
I suppose this could go for you too, Alex. Since you are actually have a brain, I think, right? You're you, or are you creature?
I'm me. I'm me. I'm
Yeah.
not a creature.
So then you could roll too to see if you beat it, or sorry, do your perception
Yeah,
DC
it's
as a
16.
cat.
I'm gonna sit on the bed.
Perception. Yeah, no, it's just 16.
Yeah, you guys don't notice anything. I just I look to the two of you, and I say, well, I don't care for the specifics, but just trying to get away from something. And I'm going to smile, and say, but it seems I've just gotten myself into something instead. By trade, I'm a soothsayer, and I pull out a deck of cards, tarot cards. You would all probably recognize them. Like you might not know how they work. You might think they're bullshit, but you know they exist. And I wave them. Fun party trick, but I don't think exactly it matches the circumstances here. Before I kind of put it back in my bag and lean back against the bench.
What about you? I look at Alden.
Well, similar, similar origins, it seems, trying to get away from something. Just making my way throughout the land. Definitely not running away.
My character token is stuck. For me.
They're just slow.
Yeah.
There's like two of them. I don't know why. Two of me.
Who Vitas? But
Should I leave and come back?
And try that, it might work.
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry.
This
Keep
fucking
going.
guy.
I was leaving town and going to the next place, and the weather messed with my vision. I stumbled off the path, and now I'm here. Is there a town nearby?
A couple miles away, yeah.
Okay, I've been wandering in the cold for miles. Great.
Sorry, my cat's being needy. Hang on.
And
This
Vita,
this is
I
Alex Blake right here.
see. Oh goodness, look at that little guy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, anyway, you were saying flirt?
Vita, my friend, I see we're dressed in similar outfits to an extent. Do you also practice magic?
I guess so. What do you
Indulge
do?
me. Oh, I'm a wizard.
Can you do this? And then I'll cast dancing lights. So just makes these little floating orbs dance around the room of light.
Craig Cat slowly realizing we are not a threat.
Steven, can
Yeah.
would I know what dancing lights is as a spell? Can I do like an arcana check or something?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, please do.
Okay. Now remind me, how do you do the
You double click on yourself, go to the hand icon for proficiencies. And then,
I'm just spinning the little lights around your head like an unusual effect.
Okay.
You not do an arcana check?
There, you can't do Arcana. Arcana's a skill.
Oh, yeah, it's the top right.
And Arcana is the right thing to do. If the spell was in his spell list, he would be able to do it instantly. Know it instantly. But if it's not, he has to make the check.
Okay, so I double click my character.
Yeah, the hand icon. and top
And
right
Icon.
should say Arcana.
Well,
Plus 5
I meant the secret roll,
Oh,
like you and me. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
fuck-
you click on that, then it says roll mode, and then you do.
I think generally
Yeah, if
recall
you
knowledge
shift
checks
click
are
it.
supposed
I
to be.
see. Private G. Okay. Oh heavens to God! Yes, that. Well, I've certainly seen that before. That spell. It's not really been in my spell book for quite some time. I'm no longer a
Oh.
novice. But I've moved on to greater arts. How about this? And I pull out a pack of playing cards and I flourish them out. And I go, pick a card. Any card.
I I'm looking down at the deck and I lift up my hat, and then a little floating origami crane that was just sitting on my head comes down and is looking at the cards alongside me, and it kind of hovers over one, and then I pick it, and then it flies back up under my hat.
Okay, hang on
I'm
a
gonna give a
second here.
small golf clap.
Wow, amazing. I mean, you could have just used your hand, but no need to show how fast was. But hang on a second.
Breaking out a spell slot to impress the wizard.
Steven, how would I go about this if I'm trying to like?
Do a performance check.
Okay,
for me.
performance. Can I? Okay, you see like the cards I'm using though, right, Steven? Like,
Mhm.
do I add anything because of that? It's like the +1 from the description.
Yeah, we'll just manually do that in our
Okay.
heads.
You can add in the +1 in the roll dialogue though if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I have die right here. Just roll on my desk. Let's see. Oh, it was a good roll. +1. Okay. I got a 17 here. So,
Mhm.
Steven, do I? All right. Oh, don't not hand it back without telling me what it was.
Okay.
And I take it back and I put it back in the deck and I like shuffle them around and kind of like mask my hands. And then I kind of look through the deck a little bit and I notice one and I pull it out and I go, "Was this your card?" And it was.
And it
And it
was.
is.
It was. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
that
is.
was it. I don't know how to do that.
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
I am not just any magician. I am a student of the Academy of Rick, renowned, prestigious across the land.
Mm-hmm.
And even there, I was simply too talented to stay in with the class.
Mm. I don't really know about any of that. I don't have a class, but it sounds impressive.
Yeah, I'd like you all to roll society checks for me. Yeah, there's no history, right?
Yeah, history is normally
Fucking
society.
unfortunately, no. Kevin knows how I feel about that.
I do know how you feel about that.
Hit my head fucking off. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that.
I got a 14.
Mm-hmm.
I got 5.
Nice. I'll say Vita and Felix, you have not heard of whatever the School of Trick, right? That's the word you used.
School of Rick. The
School of Rick.
Academy of Rick or whatever it is,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, Academy of Rick.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But Turlin, you have heard of the Academy of Rick, and the only thing you know about it is teenagers go there. And that's all you know. It's like a magic school, but a lot of teens go.
Hogwarts type looking ass.
He pretty
Uh,
much just said, I was so much better than these fucking high schoolers.
yeah, I don't, I
Yes,
don't, I don't say anything.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I-
Vita and Felix, School
Okay.
of Rick.
graduated quite recently. You know, I didn't actually graduate. I left, but
How old is your character visually? Like, is it clear? Just like what age do they look?
you could tell that he's like mid-30s.
LOL, 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 LOL. You see me kind of nod, like right as you say graduated recently. I'm like, oh, all right, like
My
that kind of
character
nod.
believes it's normal. Like he's like,
Yeah.
okay, all
Huh?
right.
It's like, oh, I didn't know the Academy Rick. Okay, no, I didn't
Yeah,
know. Cool.
I didn't know about that.
That's actually new information to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been wandering the lands, providing my services as a grand wizard.
Well, maybe you can teach me how to do that trick.
One day, sure. And I say, not in your fucking life, pal. Under my breath.
Are you trying to hide that, or just like?
It's a close together. I would
Okay,
have definitely heard that.
I think that to myself. Then I
Okay.
think that to myself.
Fucking guy.
For all those that could read thoughts, there's a lot of drama right now.
Yeah. All right.
And
Well, let's go sit
you,
back on the
that
bed.
paper crane trick, that was certainly something. What is that?
I don't really know what this is, and I'll lift my hat up. Uh, he's just been following me around for as far as I can remember. It's this
Oh, I
little
get it.
origami crane. He just is floating all around.
I like that. I like that.
You can talk to him if you want.
Does
Do I
will it?
recognize? Do I recognize the magic that is making this, Mr. GM?
Hmm. Sure. Do an Arcana
And
check.
you're sure it wouldn't be occultism? Both's fine. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would do occultism, but let me look at you real quick.
There's no stat difference for me. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, no, I'm just seeing if you're trained in it or not. Yeah, so yeah, I would do an occultism.
15.
You recognize, yes, little beings following people. Yeah, that seems familiar, a little pun. But normally a familiar is like an animal or something.
Right. So
But
it's strange.
this is some, you look at it and, well, if you want to describe what it looks like, Dylan.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
mean,
not.
it has the shape of if it could just literally be a paper origami crane, except it's sort of like glistening and translucent, like starlight patterns, like that type of thing. And as it moves, the pattern within it moves. The kind of thing where if it's standing still and you move around it to look at it, the pattern like moves with your perspective. So
I'm gonna kind of like moving my head around to like see it.
yeah, I know. Yeah, it'll fly right up to you, your face.
I'll attempt to grab it. Not like forcefully, not like smash it, but just like kind of just like as it's fluttering around, just like pinch one of the wings.
You hear it go, ah!
Well, is it like difficult or is that like easy to do?
That's easy to do, but
Okay.
you hear it do a little shriek and it starts kind of trying to tug away from you.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry.
maybe I'll do that.
I let go of it as it screams. I'm sorry. I didn't know it would scream.
And it'll just fly right into my hat, like it'll just scurry back. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll probably come out again. So,
Probably. Are you not
I
in
mean,
control of it?
no, I mean, no, it's not up to me. I mean, it usually does what I ask it to do, but it definitely lives on its own. Sometimes they go look at things and tell me things.
I haven't seen anything like that in years of travel. That's quite a fascinating creature. If it is a
Yeah,
creature.
I call her Ori. Mm,
How do you know
It's
it's
about
her?
she said.
Oh, she talks to you.
Yeah. Yeah. She talks all the time.
Has she been talking while we were here?
Yeah, she's been muttering, whispering thoughts of you guys, but
What
I
what
didn't
is
want to
she
say
saying?
anything.
What does she think?
I don't think we can hear whatever it is she's saying.
Um, for some reason she doesn't seem to really like you, Alden, but it's like I don't know why.
But my word, I I would like to know why.
That was what why. We
Ask
can
the
ask her when
creature
she
why it
comes out
doesn't like
again.
me.
I mean, that's why she came out and picked the card, because I think she was trying to, I don't know, she said expose you or something. I don't really know
There's
what it
nothing to
means.
be exposed.
And
I mean,
that
yeah, the trick worked, so
I'll
enough for
transform into my normal self.
Oh!
By the
holy
door.
shit!
Yeah. So
Hey, are
this
you still under
during
the
the
bed? Are you still
conversation.
under the bed? You
Holy
come out of the
shit.
bed?
No,
No,
out of
no,
the door.
no. During the conversation, I was making my way over, and now I am in front of the door. When the
Holy
little,
fuck!
when the, so yeah, it's like the spell. I like glow, but it's not like noticeable. It's not like bright. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to
Mhm.
describe it.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm standing up from kneeling, and in the very first instant, as I'm going from like cat to person, looks like I'm covered in mud and dirt, but it very quickly just disapparates. And
Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
I
I mean,
knew.
oh my word! My word!
what reason do you have to be in my home?
I mean, you've heard us talking, right?
I know.
We don't really have any reason. We're cold.
We were seeking shelter. And the
I'm,
door was open.
I feel no danger here, my character.
I'm going to stand up and kind of like straighten my my jacket or my coat, I guess, and just look at you. The house seemed unoccupied, so the blizzard seemed dangerous. We're sorry for the intrusion.
Steven, I would like to. How would I? So, as the protector of this area, um, I feel like. Hold on. Thinking. Are there any omens or problems or things that this would be a part of? You know what I mean?
Well, I sense any bad vibes in this sitch, dog.
Not bad vibes. I mean omens as in literal, like okay, this is supposed to happen.
We're not just talking about vibes here.
Yeah, like, are there any problems or like things I'm trying to figure out as I protect and keep the balance of this place? And if so, would I be able to tell if they could help, harm, or do nothing?
They, in the past 5 years, it is certainly there's certainly been a lot more bad. There's been a lot more bad forces in the forest in the area that you protect. And have you been here longer for than 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Then yes, you've noticed for the past 5 years, ever since we entered the era of Vidana, there's been a lot more uh, bad forces that you've detected throughout the forest. And because of that, you have been fighting them off yourself, I would say, or just trying to protect creatures around from them. And I would say that these people seem to mean no harm. The vibes from them are that they're just weary travelers trying to get in from the warm, and I think that they could certainly aid uh, in helping kind of diminish these bad forces in the forest. They seem to have some tricks up their sleeve, perhaps.
Okay, I will look at Charlin right back at them for a slightly uncomfortably long time.
I kind of cock my head as it goes from normal to uncomfortable.
I'll say, I will move to something hanging from like a little rope attached to the ceiling, and it's just like a little kettle near the wall, and like a water skin, and I fill it with water, and I go about making tea for my guests.
What kind of tea?
Shut the fuck up. And as I do that, once I set it down, like pretty much on the fire, I'll say, your intrusion is not unwelcome.
Okay.
This place has been.
Thank you.
I think that this place is sick, though I do not know with what, and it's getting worse.
Sick.
Yes.
How can a
What?
place be sick?
And what is your name?
Felix.
Well met, Felix. I guess you heard us exchanging our names?
I did, Turlin.
I kind of smile a little bit at the use of the name.
Now, I don't know what force, if it is unified at all, are at play here, but I know that something has been going on. I don't think any of you are of threat to throw things out of balance here. So, I don't have much, but please, avail yourself. I will make tea, and come morning I will find us food. Should you wish to stay the night.
You're very generous, Felix, and thank you for welcoming us into your home. I'm going to read my book for a little bit, and I pull out a spell book and I kind of scuttle to the corner where no one can look over, and I'm just gonna sit here and just kind of flip through it.
I keep sitting on the edge of the bed, kind of chilling, head in my hand.
I will, once the tea is ready, whoever wants, there's like a little, like just kind of wooden shelf built into like a crevice in the rock, holding a small, like really old, poorly taken care of, like antique looking little teacups. Not like gross or bad, they're clean, but they're not well taken care of. If you know what I mean. Like chipped and faded and all that stuff. And I'll just pour whoever wants one a cup.
I raise my hand, like to get tea.
Yes, please.
I'll pour one for everybody. And I will ask Vita.
Yeah.
Does your bird eat? Drink?
I mean, in a manner of speaking, and I like kind of whisper up towards my hat, and as you're pouring the others tea, Ori will fly down and then unfold and refold itself into the shape of a little cup with the same sort of translucent, starry image. I was like, does this count? Can pour it in.
I'll just kind of look at it.
I don't know, man. Does it count?
I'll ask Ori, who I know I can't hear. I will ask her and say, "Is this okay?" And then wait.
Yeah,
for
that's fine. You hear it.
Oh, I hear her.
Do we all
Yep.
hear it or just Craig?
Yeah, you all do.
It
She was
speaks.
just a little too quiet, I think, for you guys to hear before.
I'm like, all right, it's still quite warm, but here you are.
That's
And I
fine.
pour her a little bit.
So you do have a familiar.
Is that what she's called? I didn't realize.
Go ahead, ask her. Surely she'll tell you.
I
I'm
go to.
sipping. Oh, no, you go. You go.
I say I go to. I just wanted to get it out of the way. I sniff my tea. I don't think it would be obvious to anyone unless they're really fine-tuned perception. I don't even know if I would need to roll to hide this. I sniff my tea and I'm sniffing it for any obvious scented toxin.
Feel like it would just look like you're normally just sniffing it.
Yeah, so I don't even know if there's a reason for me to roll a deception check. But do I notice anything toxic on a sniff, Mr. GM? I know
I've
it's a
already
bit of
tasted this.
a yeah, but I don't want to taste it if it's bad.
I would say no, but
Okay, you don't even want me to roll. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
No, roll a nature check, fucker.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to turn green.
Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
14, Mr. GM and or Alex Craig. Do I smell any toxin in this tea?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see me in one, despite how long it took us to figure it out. You see me in sort of one fell swoop. Sniff it before smiling and then taking a big swig. Is
You'll
it good?
fucking die, dumbasses.
Good tea,
Yeah.
Felix.
Thank you.
Thank you for this.
God, it's yummy.
It really helps weather out the storm.
But yeah, so back to what Alden asked me, what is so if she's a familiar, what does yours look like? Does yours look like her?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Well, it takes so many forms, you know.
I mean, yeah, she's a cup right now, so yours could be anything, I guess.
She usually takes the form of a playing card. Her name is Beatrice. And similar to yours, she kind of folds, not as effectively because playing cards are a little stiffer. And I should probably roll a deception check here.
Yeah, I was
I
supposed
would
to
say
say.
so.
You're telling the truth, though.
I would say so.
What would that even be? Oh, yeah, okay.
Is
Just like actual
deception
deception.
private? Is deception private?
In this case, probably not because there's no point in it being private because we're
Yeah.
all gonna interact with it, if that makes sense. Like it has to
I
be.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I got a
get you.
17 on my deception.
Generally, private rolls are for when you don't know, you're not going to know the outcome, whether or not the outcome was successful. For instance, like looking around for something. If you look for
Mhm.
something, all you'll know is that you didn't see something, not that you did well.
Yeah.
I just still believe you, I guess. Yeah.
So what
Okay, that
was your
sounds good to me.
deception? What's your deception roll?
17.
Okay. Yeah, I failed that. You beat me by one.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I have no reason to not believe that, so
Yeah, I just kind of go, wizard shit.
yeah.
In my mind, I'm going, I can't believe these fucking fools are falling for it. Holy shit. I'm really digging
Barbarian.
myself into a hole here.
You don't see me react at all to the initial statement.
I don't say anything, just in the brain. I'm just like,
No one
Wizards,
challenged you, but
Wizards,
you never
man.
know.
And yes, I left her at home, and unfortunately, she's watching over my house. So
Okay.
that's that.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice to meet another familiar, I guess. Familiar person? What are you? Wizard?
Wizard.
So
Familiar
I'm a
but not
wizard.
well met.
Okay.
Stroke
Keep
my
sipping
beard
my
a little
tea.
bit.
As you're all sitting
Stretches
around,
a little bit off the chin.
as you're all sitting around sipping your tea, talking about familiars, you hear from outside I'm going to do it softly as to not terrify the people in my house. but you hear the scream of a female, high-pitched, very scream. You hear, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And you hear coming closer and closer, seemingly from outside of the door, you hear, please, 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 let me in, 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 please, please, please. And as you hear, you apologies, you hear right outside the door, you hear all banging start to happen on the
Oh
door.
my God.
Let me in, please, 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 please.
Start
Oh my god, they're
banging and
chasing
punching
me,
the-
please.
As I start banging and punching the door, it just kind of creaks open because there's no lock or bolt.
So,
I tie it closed, and I haven't done that.
okay, well, plopping in, you see this little elf girl.
Oh, she has a red outline. She has a red outline when I hover over her. She's evil. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Uh-oh, forgot to change that color. You
All
see,
right, well I attack Kitty.
you see this little elf girl wearing very simple clothes, very pointy ears, and an extreme fright in her eyes. She is terrified currently, and she runs in, not expecting the door to just open up, because it was not attached in any way. It's not,
God.
and she
Ori,
comes.
Ori immediately at this jump, he completely switches back to his crane forms. The liquid that he was holding just falls to the floor. He goes right back under my hat before
Okay.
anything happens.
Well, she's running in. What does everyone do?
I
And
would
from
like
hearing this
to-
screaming and this little girl bursting.
I'd like to tell if she's lying, Mr. GM, or if she's
Sure.
like faking her emotions right
Yeah.
now.
Sure.
In Pathfinder, that would be perception versus her deception DC.
Okay.
Or sorry, her deception, my perception DC versus her deception. Or no, my perception versus her deception. Sorry. Because we're both
Pathfinder player, get it together.
we're both
I
acting in this
Think
moment.
nothing of it. There's 2 other people in these woods tonight. Why shouldn't there be a third?
My character has
Yeah.
already come off as very suspicious of people inwardly, so I would like to make that check. If you allow it, Mr.
Yeah,
GM.
sure. And as a learning moment for me, if she's not lying, what does she still do it?
No, you don't roll anything, and no matter what, I succeed. But as a learning moment, yeah.
Yeah,
This
as
would
a
be-
learning moment, so you
this-
would still roll it, and I just don't roll anything.
Yeah.
One of those things where the secret rolls come in handy. So if like someone's like, "Are they lying?" You have them roll anyway.
Yep.
Because like they don't know what is on the other side of the
Yeah.
screen.
And I think, the only really situation here where something would be interesting is if I got like a nat 1. So I will do a secret roll, right? And I'm going to, nix all the conversation we had previously. I will make the blind roll that only you can see. And basically, if she is telling the truth, nothing but a natural 1 does anything. I would just know she's telling the truth. If I get a natural 1, that'd be a crit fail. That'd be like, I think you think she might be lying. So,
Okay.
yeah. I'll roll that.
Yeah, you roll it, but I should still also do a self roll.
Yes, because we'll see that you did a roll, so that would just make it clear that you're not actively. Yeah.
So like y'all see that,
Yes.
but you
You
can't
saw
see
dice
the
and
result.
question marks from the game.
Yeah,
master.
okay, I get it. Understandable. Okay, well, she seems to be telling the truth. She seems like the most terrified little girl you've ever seen in your entire life has burst through the door. Now, what does everyone else do? After hearing this screaming, let me in, high-pitched voice bursting through the door, what does everyone do?
I look behind her and see if there's anything coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I kind of glance.
And can I
Yeah.
grab onto her because she walked right up in front of me,
Yes, she runs into your arms. You do
Yeah.
not have to grab her. She is grabbing you.
I will grab her back and look past her while the other people do whatever they're doing.
And what about you, Felix?
I was gonna say I feel like I'd probably, since I'm closest, I would just be scanning outside looking for threats. It feels poignant after what I previously said too.
Yes.
I guess.
As you all look outside, do you all see, just as a foundry moment, do you see these three
vortexes.
Three
vortexes?
deep dark vortexes. Yeah.
Yes, they're
And if you hover over, do you see their names?
Nope.
No.
That's fucking awesome. All right. So
That's cool, right?
Yes, I like that. I'm a fan of that. You all see behind these figures outside, you just see these kind of, I don't know, 3-foot tall figures. You can see them, but you have no idea what they are or what it is. But this little girl was screaming about they're chasing me, so you can only imagine that they are sinister in some way.
Okay.
What would you all like to do in this moment? They seem to be getting a little bit bigger, I'll say that.
I whisper to this kid's ear in Elvish. I tell her to go run under the bed. We'll protect you.
She immediately does that.
I will say, oh my god.
I need to emphasize.
I will say, ow, fucking Christ. I'll say, who's there? I'll say, who goes there?
Who goes
The door's
there?
open. Nah, the door's open and they see my silhouette.
Yes, I am going to roll you roll a perception check, but do the blind GM thing.
Perception check, secret.
You do not see. You see that they're approaching, and you see they're kind of 3 feet tall. They start to get bigger, but what you hear most prevalently is snarling.
Can I send?
You do not. Yes, if you
Can I
wanted to
send
do
Ori?
that. Yes.
to-
Where would you like to send Ori?
She
Here's
can
Ori.
fly. I'd like to send her like right out the door and then up, so just so she can see what they are, however close enough, just to get a visual.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
start to close the door.
I'm gonna share senses with her, so my
Okay.
body will go limp.
Sure. I will. Okay. We're gonna do this, but what we're gonna do, and you said you closed the door, Felix.
I start closing it like I'm half behind it, like half covered
Yes.
behind it type thing.
Right.
Until I
I'm
hear
going
the
to
snarls
say
of
that
animal.
as soon as you close the door, you all see from the light, you see these wolf skeletons in front of you. These kind of decaying bodies as you close the door, and suddenly the light is gone. But Ori, you are able to see through Ori, Dylan, you are still
fully.
able to see these skeletons in front of you. 1 second. Beth
Not
was
fully
calling
closed,
me.
just like halfway.
Okay. We'll
There's
say
still
for
sunlight,
the instance of this, yeah, you can see a little bit of light. But
Got it.
Beth's calling me, so real quick. So, getting back into the story, though, you saw some wolf skeletons, just very briefly, as Felix has kind of semi-shut the door. And I'm going to put a light out here, and Dylan, if you want to click on Ori,
Yep, I am.
you should be
I
able
can
to
see them.
see the wolves. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, and now when you are in same sense with your familiar, can you, I don't think you can speak, or can you? Let me see, share senses.
No, I don't really know if my familiar can usually speak.
Like, I don't know if you, I'm just saying, I don't know if you'd be able to communicate.
I think Ori can speak, but I can't. I can just view through Ori's
Okay,
senses.
well, yeah, if you want to speak through Ori, what you see, because the door is kind of halfway open, Ori kind of flew through before the door fully closed.
So is there any more detail I can get?
Yeah, so
about them for being this close?
these wolves are kind of coming up to the door now, and doing this weird guttural bark at the doorway, like not scratching at it seemingly just yet, but just their bodies, as you can see in the picture, it's like half decayed.
Yeah.
These are not like animated skeletons. They're like, some of their bodies are kind of half putrid looking, and there's parts that seem rotten, and where, their eyes are glowing red. And so, yeah, you just see these awful-looking wolves in front of you.
Ori is not going to deal with this. She's going to, I've seen it, she's going to fold into a flat piece of paper and slide it right back in under the door. I know, and the share
Awesome.
senses.
Okay.
So I'll relay those details to everybody, but
Oh my
that's
god.
just- yeah.
But we don't want to get hemmed in here by those things. That door's not going to hold the mist, Felix.
No.
All right,
The
well.
whole time they're barking.
Oh, I forgot to describe. I have a. Actually, I guess you wouldn't see it. Guess for the first time you'll see I pull back one layer of my cloak, and you see a rapier that I kind of like reach for. And I look to you guys with a sudden, like, much more like serious demeanor. We don't want to get pinned in here. We need
Sounds
to,
good to me. Let's
we need to get out fast.
I'll go first.
Yeah. You do that.
Unless
I'll
one of you
stand
guys
back in
want
the.
to.
I'll stand in the back and cast.
How close? Before I'm gonna put my hand out. How close are they to the door, Vida?
How close were they, Steven? Like 10
They
feet away?
they
They're, like,
sound
right
like
there.
they sound like they're right outside the door. Yeah. Like they're barking, and you know how dogs bark. You know, they kind of back away and, like, you know, just come up to it and then start backing away. Like they're just like
Yeah, so
5,
they're
10
right
feet
here.
outside the door.
All right, Felix, open that door and let's get out of there before them.
Okay. That was Alex sounding like that, not Felix. Okay.
Let's all get right up to the door. Who's
Heavy
gonna?
ass door.
Everyone who's gonna
these
get
bitches
pop
suddenly
out.
so fucking heavy.
The little elf girl's like, please, please kill them, please.
Steven, I
Don't
also want to
worry,
do something.
I'll stand
Okay.
here and protect you.
I want to be able to tell if these things are considered undead.
They are.
Sick and rad and
Easy.
epic.
Can
Okay,
you
cool.
relay that to us?
I think yes. They. Yeah. I know, like,
Yeah.
maybe you should, like, roll for it or whatever, but these things look incredibly
Got
undead.
it.
The most undead things you've ever seen.
Let's try and get out of here quick. Or is it possible for us to attempt that without them?
Yeah, I'd imagine what we would do, and I don't know if we're gonna start combat or not, but we would probably just open the door and all
Yes.
rush out.
I will say, as soon as the door opens, we will enter
We
combat.
just gotta open that door and rush out and hope for good initiative rolls.
Let's do it.
All right,
Alright.
ready. 3,
All right,
2, 1.
we're gonna go into initiative, baby. So, excluding Ori from initiative makes sense. Okay, so if everyone at the top right, do you see?
Oh, I see myself.
Oh, I love this.
Oh,
You
that's
see
cool.
the little.
What extension is this?
Oh, this is combat carousel. So nobody moved their characters just yet. But everyone. Oh, it looks like it rolled initiative already.
I think
for
it just
everybody.
I think it just defaults to a certain order. We have
You
to
just
press the roll button.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, if you. I'm
Is it
going to roll
proficiency
for.
for initiative?
This
you're
is
still
all.
for all of us? Yeah,
No,
okay.
that's for the NPCs. So on the right in the encounter, do you see roll initiative next to your name, Vita? A little D20.
You have to go to the encounter tab in the top right.
Little
There
swords.
we go. All right.
I
All
got
right.
an 8.
All right. So we are going to. All right. Yeah. Encounter has begun.
Rolls. Yikes rolls, boys.
Wow, that is very yikes.
Oh, no.
Wow. All of the wolf skeletons go float.
Ah.
All right. Oop. Let me deselect people. All right. So the restless wolf skeleton, you see, is going to go forward and use its one action. Oh, this is going to be crazy. All right. So everybody's got 3 actions, right? Does everybody? We'll go through what people want to do on their turn. But he's going to.
Couldn't it only attack me because of the wall and the door?
It's a wall.
Oh, is there? Okay, yeah, it's considered. All right, yeah. So there's just a door here.
If they have 10-foot, if the door's open and they have 10-foot range attacks, they would be able to attack me through Craig's character, but I would have lesser cover.
Yeah, they only have 5 feet, so they are going to. This guy's going to try and rush the door and attack you, Felix. He's going to use one action to move there. next action. So I'm going to right-click on Felix, and then in the bottom left, there's a little target-looking thing that makes it so it targets Felix. And then I am going to, as the restless wolf skeleton, do a melee strike.
L.
3
That
L.
misses.
L wolf.
Misses.
L wolf.
L
And he is
wolf.
going to attack again. But with an attack penalty. He still hits because he rolled an 18. Let's go. Or he rolled a, yeah. So he hits with this. Now I click the damage thing in the chat. Rolls damage. Let's go. 2 piercing damage. So, or no, actually 3 piercing damage.
Oh, baby shit.
And so I'm going to click damage, and it should damage you, Felix.
No,
Did it?
a
No,
small
it
skeleton.
damaged.
You had the guy selected. You have to select the
Yep.
person you have the damage to apply to.
Yep. There we go. Damage. There we go. All right. Awesome. But that is his turn. So we're still working through it.
So they're kind of in a choke point here. It's almost better for us to stay in here, I feel like.
Yeah, the
Can't-
shy wolf skeleton is going to come up here, and he does not, I don't think he has any skills to,
He can attempt to tumble through. Well, he can attempt to tumble through, I believe. The action.
like with an acrobatics check. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it lets you stride. Yeah, you make a reflex. You make an acrobatic check against enemies' reflexes DC. So it would have to roll versus Felix's reflex DC, acrobatics versus his reflex DC, and it could go to either. I don't know how to ping with the extensions you have, but it could go to the square above me or above Felix if it tumbled through.
Could he tumble through the skeleton, the other wolf?
No, he can move through his own allies. He can't end. He can't end on an ally square, so he would have to move. Like he would have to move, and then he would have to do the tumble through, which lets you move up to your speed, and you can freely move through his teammates.
I see.
And he has to attempt to roll to get through enemies, and he would have to not end his square in his friend if he doesn't succeed the roll.
Okay. I am seeing now. All right. So he is going to roll a. Let me make sure I'm choosing the right guy. Yep. All right. He is going to roll an acrobatics check. He rolled a 15. And it's against what? It's against the reflex save of the other,
Felix's reflex DC. So 10 plus
Right.
Felix's reflex,
which is 15. So he beats it.
beats it.
Right. Yeah, okay, so he is going to go through. So that is 2 of his actions, right? Because one of them is tumble through. He moved and then tumble through, and so now he is going to.
Tumble through. Like so he moved up and then he tumbled through. That was his.
Yeah, so that's 2 actions, and then.
Well, no, sorry. The tumble through allows you to move. He started in the square. Tumble through lets you move up to your speed. So tumble through, the moving to get to where he did, and the tumbling through is all one action.
Sick. All right, he is going to focus. He's going to do a bite. No, okay. Since he's going full speed, he is going to use an action called knockdown. Or no, he's going to try and attack Turlin. He's going to try and knock you down. So first he needs to attack you. So let us strike. He does hit. So he's going to do the damage first. So roll the damage. That's 5 damage. And now I'm going to select you and do damage. And then he is going to take another action and knock you prone.
You just get to do that?
Yes, he is going to spend an action of knockdown. Yeah, the monster's last action was a successful strike. And they can do knockdown, so I'm going to do prone. P. Prone. There we go. So you are now prone, Turlin.
Good thing.
And that ends his turn. We're now going to move on to the next. We're learning it. Okay, he's going to try and do the same thing. He's going to try and tumble through Felix. Again. And so that means he's got to do an acrobatics check, right?
Yates.
We're learning. We're learning.
Or learning.
Oh, is that another
Wow.
meets it, beats it? Oh, no. Okay, you
That
got a
is.
16 this time. All right, so he beats it through. He's now in here.
Ouch.
All right.
Beaten through.
He is going to attack you, Turlin.
Ouch.
Yeah, fuck this elf bitch. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what's up.
No. And
Enough
okay.
of this.
Wait, he's a half elf.
Oh my god. Two
Like
things
you.
beating me by one. Please stop.
Well, you're prone, so your AC was 15. Thank you very much. Got him, dude. I'm so good at this. All right, he's going to try and attack you again as well, which is third action. Oh, but he misses it. Unfortunate for the wolves, but it is now Turlin's turn.
All right, I'm gonna need you to get a token to represent my mirror image, Steven. As
Okay.
I'll take my first action to stand up. I'll take my second action. I put out a I take my mirror in my hand that's on my necklace, and then I just sort of hold it up, and you guys see like the light on the square opposite me, like on the other side of the wolf that just attacked me. You
Mhm.
see you see basically light forms to make a second me. Um, and then I go to attack, and you see both of them attack at the same time.
Wow.
So currently, this ability lets me get flanking. So
Okay.
this creature's currently flat-footed to both of me, and
Okay.
I'm going to attack. Okay, all right. Need to find the real me. Da 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 da. I just noticed it does the green thing for who's going. That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems that the red circle shows where the
Where they
character
used to be.
starts, and then
Yes.
the green one denotes where they currently
Yeah.
are. I
So
think
I'm
that's
going
pretty
to
neat.
attack with my rapier. Oh wait, I'm supposed to target it.
You have to right click on him and then do the bottom left as a target.
Yep. Wait, I can't do anything when I right click them. Oh wait,
Really?
I just double right clicked. Okay, that does it. Whatever.
Okay.
That's all I needed.
All right.
I am going to attack. And are you gonna? Do you know if the targeting will do the flat-footed? Did you make it flat-footed?
Well, there's not listed as an effect for flat-footed,
Okay,
which is
so
wild. So I will say that we
Thought
can
there
still
was.
do it if it hits.
yeah. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and roll. Um, did it not
There's off guard.
strike? Hello, roll. It's not rolling.
Oh, it's called off guard. It did roll.
Uh,
What did my internet just do? All right, y'all should be able to join back in.
I think I never even left. Oh, never
Also, I
mind.
have not even refreshed yet, so I don't know if my rolls are good or bad. But if it did
You're
register any
you
rolls, I'm not taking them. I'm gonna re-roll it. I want to re-roll it and see my roll happen.
okay? Yes, but it does automatically do it. Instead of being flat-footed, it's called off guard, and it automatically did it.
Oh yeah, I think that's part of the transition to what do you call it? Away from the open games license to the
Okay.
Pathfinder 2.
yeah Pathfinder 2 too.
We're in. I'm like the orc license now. The open something.
Yeah.
Actual open.
So yes,
Yes.
it did automatically do the -2 to AC. So
Okay. Cool.
wait for everybody.
Off guard honestly communicates the whole thing better in my
Does it say I'm
opinion.
back in, Steven?
It says in the
Yeah.
bottom left, yes.
Oh,
It's
I'm
loading
here.
real slow for me. But
Yeah,
it is
I'm loading still.
Let's think about it.
Okay. All right. Good thing I called doing a different thing because I did miss.
It did miss, yeah.
Good thing I called a different thing. Okay. So I'm going to again. Oh, my character sheet's not loading. Oh,
Oh.
why does it look like this? Anyone else's character sheet look a little goofy?
I'm still loading in.
I mean,
Mine
I think I can still
looks normal.
I think I can still click the
Yeah.
buttons, so whatever.
Looks normal.
Okay,
Did a 20. Nice.
cool. Oh, I wasn't targeting. Sorry.
Yeah, classic Kevin, dude. What the fuck?
Well, too bad. Can you take that?
Yeah, you can be damaged. So roll damage.
Yeah, so he did. So it does hit.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He has an AC of 14.
Oh, sheesh.
Nice. Damage. You have hit. Oh, and you did a big chunk to it.
That's a
What do you
big
do? What do
boy.
you do with your rapier?
So wait, sorry, hold on. It says my rapier. It says it's 1d6.
I
Sorry,
rolled.
sorry. It said so on Path Builder. It says my damage is 1d6 plus 2. Um, on Path Builder, so I'm trying to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm missing something in my Foundry character sheet. So can you add an additional 2 damage?
Yeah, I will damage.
I will figure out what that is later. But yeah, sorry. So what did you ask?
How do you attack it?
Yeah,
Describe,
so, yeah.
please.
So what you see happens is you see I flash this mirror, and this second version of me appears, and what you see is the me where I was standing. You see that I go to like fake an attack, and as I go to kind of like swipe with the rapier towards it, instead I just kind of like do a little pop out, and then you see the other one of me does the full attack from the other side and swings down for like a chop down. And the wolf is caught off guard, thinking that the first one's going to attack when actually the second one hits it.
Mm,
And that's my turn. For your reference, Stephen, that both mirror images are attackable, and effects that would affect both of them only affect one of them.
okay. Now, does the other mirror image have full health or no?
No, they're both me. It's just a copy of me, but
Okay.
I'm like physically in both spots.
I
If
see.
that makes sense.
Yep.
But if I get attacked, I get flattened down, and I need to choose one.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn. That was all 3 actions. Stand up, move, attack. Sorry, stand up, mirror, attack. The mirror lasts until the beginning of my next turn.
All right. Epic. It is now Vita.
Okay, so I can touch this wolf in the doorway, right?
Yes, you could hit it. I'll say.
So I hit targeting on it, and then I just cast something, and it'll automatically do it, right?
Yes, you'll right click it or do the double right click.
Yeah, you
So
should
it's got
see
the little
some like
arrows around it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I see
yellow
the.
arrows.
Yeah.
And if you do cast, it should automatically do it. Yep.
Okay.
I think you press the button and it'll type the spell, and then you have to click attack. But it depends on the spell.
Okay.
I hit cast.
Yes, and now it says in the spell, save DC 16 basic fortitude. So I'll click that.
I don't see that button. Why don't I see it in chat? Are you saying it blind?
No.
Did y'all see? Maybe I have to do it because it's
Yeah,
against like
Yeah,
my
it
guy.
said to game master.
Got it. That makes sense.
Did
No,
y'all
I
see
actually
the
like
roll?
Mm-hmm.
I did see the roll.
Yeah, I
though,
saw the dice.
and the result.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
And
a
you
lot.
see the result? Okay, yeah. So he
Oh.
failed by 8, so not a critical failure, but just a failure. And so if you wanna, do you see the damage button, Dylan?
Yep.
Okay, you click damage just for fun. You get to roll it.
Way.
All right, awesome. You do 5 damage to him. And is there any
Sheesh.
extra effects?
Yep. So
Yeah, it's an undead creature. Yes.
yeah, so I cast Chill Touch. So I just sort of slowly reach out my hand, and you can see it get colder and colder and colder.
Mm-hmm.
As I just gently touch the creature. And since it failed, it is now off guard for 1
Yes.
round, which means its AC is decreased by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I have applied that effect to the restless wolf.
and then I will cast. Let's see if I can just do this in game. I cast Stoke the Heart on Turlin.
No way.
Poggers!
Stroking is what? Stroking their what, dude?
Dude, stroke me harder,
Stoke.
dog.
So if
Stoke.
you target
Stroking
Turlin
their...
and try and cast it, see what happens.
I did.
Right.
It said to
Oh, okay,
game
yeah, I
master.
see it. Yes. Okay, I see. I will affect you. There we go. So now you have a +2 status bonus to damage rolls.
Sheesh, sheesh, and sheesh.
There you go.
That's my turn.
Beautiful. All right, we will move on to the next turn, and it is now Alden's turn.
Oh, what? Fine casting, fine casting. How do I fucking move? There we go.
Fine work, fine work.
Behold, abracadoo, and then,
You see, why did I see Alden's spell cast and
I
not
don't know.
Dylan's? Weird.
Uh-huh.
How do I do that? So, okay.
Who are
Attack.
you trying to target?
That wolf right in between Turlin and Turlin.
Did you
Okay,
click?
so-
Did you click cast, or did you just click the spell's name?
I clicked the spell's name.
Yeah, you want to click cast. Clicking the
After targeting the wolf.
That's why,
Yeah.
because
Yes,
clicking the spell puts it in chat for us to see.
That's silly.
Meanwhile, clicking cast actually applies it to the person you've targeted.
Okay.
have you targeted him?
I have. It's in red.
Okay. And now do cast next to the spell.
Okay.
So are like the targeting reticles and things, are those like an extension, Steven? Or is
No,
Foundry
that's
gotten
just
an update?
that's in the game. That's just in the.
Shit, I gotta update my shit. What the fuck?
That's always been in there. We just haven't used it.
Holy fuck.
Under spells, I don't see a cast option next to the spells.
Let me try and pull it up for you.
Yeah, I wonder why he wouldn't be able to cast.
Do you see under spells, right? Like the fourth button in your character sheet? Like a little wand with some magic.
Okay, I was not in the right thing. Yeah, there we go.
Cast. Do you see cast? Okay, try that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna use. Do you see attack in the chat? Like at the bottom of your spell?
No.
Tech support type moment.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Yep. All right. We're getting it.
We're
And
learning
you
the features.
You roll to attack.
Wondering to myself
Oh,
how
that was
anyone.
almost a nat 20.
Ah, miss.
Yeah, miss.
So you can do an attack again if you want.
Hero point.
but
Oh
you-
yeah, did we explain hero points to people?
Well,
Steven?
not yet. But you have a multiple attack penalty.
Yeah,
You
because
see
that took
MAP.
counted as 2 actions, huh? Or no, that was the first attack, but that's 2 actions.
Do you want to use your? Did you roll low?
Yeah, I didn't.
You
hit
can
him.
use you can use your hero point, which is once per session you can re-roll.
It's like inspiration.
Except you get it more frequently.
Why not? Where do I make sure I remove that?
And if you double click on yourself, it's right under your name and your character
I see
sheet.
it. Yeah.
You right click to get rid of it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that again.
So roll again. Just hit the attack button.
The jig is up. Oh, it's also a miss.
Damn.
Okay.
So what?
guy sucks.
This guy's. So what do you do? What does the spell do?
I go abracadabra, and I spit up a big green globule of acid from my mouth that singes the side of the beard, and it just fucking flies and misses. It goes.
Why does it smell like burning plastic?
It just flies
don't
over
even know
that
what
wolf
plastic
and hits the snow, just bubbling, and I turn as pale as a fucking ghost, as pale as the snow outside. And I go, the jig is fucking up! And I scream and I enter a rage.
What?
No way. No
Let's
way.
fucking
No
go.
way. No way.
Let's fucking go.
This is funny.
Alright, awesome. So if you go in your actions, can you see
I see.
use?
Yeah, I see use, yeah.
Yeah,
What the
do
fuck?
it.
Apply effect. There we go.
Yeah, he's raging, dude.
That's more of a panic, but it's
This
a
guy's-
rage.
This guy's got some temporary HP. Let's go.
Yeah.
Awesome. You see that little blue bar? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Awesome. That is your turn.
Yeah.
He really was a
Move.
dollar store ass wizard.
We move on to
That's
Felix.
crazy.
You've had 2 wolves tumble past you just into your own home, Felix.
It's not.
Send him to
very
the
nice.
stratosphere. Send him to the stratosphere, Craig.
Spells. Heal.
Heal.
Pass.
Spell which will actually harm.
You guys are never gonna believe what this spell's gonna be able to do. Heal.
Guys, I have a confession to make. This isn't actually going to heal people.
I'm a good doctor. I am a surgeon. I am a surgeon. I'll be right back.
LOL.
This guy's using 3 actions, baby.
Oh yeah.
Or just 2.
So, no, this is 3.
And you're doing the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh. So hold on. I gotta do
Yep.
target.
You can target
Target.
multiple. Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. I have to shift. That's right.
It says a level 3 targets all things in the burst.
Oh yeah, baby.
So
Don't worry. You guys get healed. You're living.
Yeah, normally what I
So-
do is I mean, you can try the targeting, but normally what I do with this is you would just place the range and then Steven will just click control click all of the guys and then click the save DC 16 basic fortitude. You should be able to do that.
It keeps asking. It says, okay, I've selected the wolves, but when I click save 6, it says select valid token.
Yeah, Steve,
I
for
think
this-
you have to select them. Yeah.
They are selected.
I think
I've had them roll. They've succeeded. 2
Except
of
for
them
the one.
succeeded, except for the Restless. He failed.
they still take half
means-
damage though.
was that the
Yes.
one that I nerfed?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Undead, you deal that amount of positive. The number. I'm not sure if it doesn't say if it like what happens when it fails the save.
I'm assuming it's a normal
it's-
saving throw.
So it says it's a basic save, right?
Yeah, basic.
Yeah,
Basic
yeah.
save always means, unless specified otherwise, half damage on fail.
Okay,
Always.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
So you
cool.
roll healing, and I will apply that. Let's see if it auto heals everybody.
Not
No.
fucking bad.
Okay.
I needed that real bad, not gonna lie.
So that means that all of us get healed for 6 HP, mostly just
Yes.
me and Charlin.
Yes, I'll do that. Heal. There we go.
Oh, butte.
And the
Butte.
wolves
These
take
3.
6 positive
Well, yeah.
damage.
Yeah, so the Restless
Well,
only takes
one takes
half.
6 and
Yeah.
2 take 3.
Yes. You 2 take this damage, and the relieved wolf goes down.
Die. Heal that guy to death.
Yeah. And so describe what happens in this spell for me.
I begin speaking in Druidic, aka I just start saying nonsense words you guys don't understand. And very quickly from like faint green surges from like the earth and the ground up my body and into my chest before I say like the final words in Druidic and just kind of spread my arms out, and then the faint green glow just bursts from the center of my chest. And then the wolf skeleton that died fell to the ground. The wolves reacted as if it was like a physical force pushing them back, but you guys just, well, Charlin, you just noticed that your wounds close and things. And in the dead body of the wolf, it is like plants and things growing from it.
Shouldn't the Restless one have taken 6, not 3, because that was the one that failed? Or no?
Oh, I got it wrong. Yeah.
It said Restless failed, and then it said Restless takes 3.
You're
and then
right.
One took 4 also, as well.
Right. Rewind.
Run it back.
Rewind. Alright, let me just modify this.
No, we can say that way.
No, dude, it's been like, oh my god, Andrew's asking.
He's literally like a toddler.
Yes,
Asking if D&D is over after an hour and a half.
okay, yes, the
Come on,
Restless
man.
gets damaged full, and these take half damage. So no one dies, but
Okay,
two
no
of
one
them
dies,
are on 1 HP. But yes, they still get this
That's,
physical force.
that little dog yelp.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's not it.
All of their noises are very guttural because there's not a lot of vocal cords.
I got no tongue in there, man.
Yep. All right, awesome. Is that your turn? Yes, that was all 3 of your actions.
Yep.
Spectacular. It is now on the Restless Wolf's turn. After being hit with this gigantic green spell, he doesn't like that because he's undead. And so the Restless Wolf is, let me see all the things he can do. Oh yeah, and there's also this thing in the top left of the actions. Do y'all see that? When you like click on yourself, do you see kind of like if you click on yourself, it says strikes, actions, inventory, feeds, spells.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
I forgot I added that as a module. So let me see.
That's what I've been clicking on. That's why it
Okay.
shows like my
There you
spells
go.
and stuff.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I should use this more. I like it. All right. E. Yeah, he's just gonna try and attack you, Felix. Just too much. He's gonna try. He's clawing, attacking. He's doing some very bad things. He's going to attack you first. But he misses. He's still going to try and strike you again.
Oh,
Everybody hear a
The
little
wow.
critical hit.
the music.
Little
Oh my
critical hit
God.
music.
Critical hits are gnarly in Pathfinder, by the way.
No.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Right with a -5. This stupid
They-
asshole.
They
How do I also deselect
they double
fuckers?
even the extra scalar damage too, which is
There we
really
go.
rough.
Never mind.
Yes, it's anything that would be in a normal damage doubled. Alright, so he's going to roll damage. So he misses with 1 claw attack, but then he bites out towards your arm, Felix, and he is going to deal double damage to you. And he's going to use knockdown to pull you prone onto the ground, and that is his turn. But
not cool.
he grabs your arm and he pulls you down, and that is the end of his turn. With
This is so not nice.
with an epic noise, and then the shy wolf skeleton. Things were covered up, so I was really trying to figure out what word that was. Shy wolf skeleton is going to also attack you, Felix, after this big burst of green energy. And so he is going to... Wait, no, let me click him. Is he... Okay, he's going to roll to attack.
He'll
So
probably
this is it, fellas. This is it, fellas.
He'll probably miss.
He hits.
No. Oh yeah, no, he hits.
Barely.
Fuck.
He
Ouch.
does 5 damage.
You're fine, you're fine.
Whoops. I did it to the wrong person.
Learning.
Learning
5,
that
so-
that I need to select the person I'm damaging.
Cool. I'm at 3.
It's fine, it's fine.
Person who is dangerously close to not being fine.
He's going to
Fine
do...
to veto.
He's going to do 2 more. Yeah, he's going to do 2 more attacks since you are already prone. He misses. He's going to do his 3rd attack penalty. And he misses as well. So he does get 1 claw onto your shoulder, but he tries to bite you twice, and you dodge with your head back and forth. That is the end of his turn. Very close to death there, Felix. The relieved wolf skeleton, the relieved wolf skeleton on death's door is terrified by the 2 Turlins surrounding him, and so he's going to try and attack them back and forth. So he's going to try and attack this first.
And remember,
Turn
any damage it does will come back to just me. It can choose it could choose which one to attack. It would really matter if I put it far away from me, so
Mhm.
multiple creatures would like theoretically be able to attack me.
He's going to try and strike you first, Turlin.
Okay.
That is a hit, and so he's going to roll damage on that jaunt.
Yeah, so now that it hit me,
Oh yeah, which one do you want it to deal damage to?
sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, I don't lose the form if I get hit. So yeah, it doesn't matter which one it hits. It chooses which one to attack, and I'm physically in both spaces. It's like I'm zipping between each one really quickly.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
the
no.
one he attacks is the one that he damages.
Both are
Well,
damaged.
they're both me. They're both me.
Oh, okay, so they both are damaged.
Doesn't
Yes,
really matter
it's
in this
yeah,
scenario.
they're both me. It's just I'm in both spaces. Where it really matters if me being in two spaces lets me get hit by different creatures.
I see.
Like
I understand.
yeah,
He is going to not try and knock you down. He is going to just try to attack you once again. The multiple attack penalty. A critical miss. Unfortunate. I don't think
huge L
anything
for him.
happens with a critical miss.
No, unless you want to play with the critical fumble deck, which is fun, but not good to start with.
No.
Maybe later. And then he will try and attack you again, and he gets a 0 on it. So that's his turn. There we go.
Yikes.
And we will move now
Gigantic
on
L.
to Turlin's turn.
Okay, so I believe don't get rid of it yet, but I believe my mirror image ends at the end of the turn.
Yes.
I'm just trying to read though.
You do have a +2 to your.
And then the end of the
attack
effect, you
rolls.
cause yourself to disappear. This happens automatically at the end of your next turn. Okay, at the end of your next turn. So I still have it all the way through to the next turn, to the end of this turn. So when this turn ends, it disappears. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Da 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 da.
You have a very weak relievable skeleton in between you and your guy.
Yes. Sorry, I'm going to do a thing. Still learning my
Your class.
stuff. Okay, right. So I'm going to use exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
So for this level, it's the DC. It's the same DC as last time. It's 15. So I make an esoteric lore check. Let me roll that now.
This is a level 0 creature. If that changes the DC.
So it's 14 then.
Okay.
Okay. So I make this. Okay, cool. Succeeds. So I know what damage it's weak to. What damage these creatures are weak to.
It does not have any weaknesses listed.
Okay, so hang on. There's a thing for that. Sorry, this is like a weird class, so I'm still trying to learn it. So because I succeeded and it doesn't have any weaknesses, I can make a weakness.
Damn.
Right. So, okay. So what I do is basically I hold up my mirror and I look at these things through my mirror on my necklace, and through that mirror I can see them more clearly, and I notice what these creatures are by success of the esoteric lore check, and I know that I don't have anything on me that they would be physically weak to. So instead I try to invoke a personal weakness, which is basically I find something that these creatures would be adverse to due to their circumstances. So I rummaged through my bag, and Craig, what was it, the color of the healing energy you put out? Was that green?
Yeah, like a very dim green light.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull out this. This green dust that I have, just a jar of green dust that I've been sitting for a while, and I'm gonna toss it up in the air, and it like furls out, kind of mimicking the effect. So I'm gonna use that as my improvised personal weakness against one of these creatures. Yes. So then I'm going to attack. So I will attack this guy. who's still flat-footed to me. Does he still have the off guard condition?
It will be automatic. Yes.
Cool. That's so cool that it just automatically checks for that.
Yep.
So I will do this. Roll to hit. Okay,
You have
cool.
hit.
That hits. And so that has the 2 for the the spell
To
that
stoke the
Dylan's
heart,
character put on
yes,
me,
but
but
also plus 2.
it should also be +2, plus an additional 2 for 9, and because of the personal weakness, it is also it has a weakness of +2 to my damage damage from me, so it's 11 damage total.
All right.
But it has 1 health.
He had 1 health.
Doesn't matter.
So for flavor, how would you absolutely want to decimate
Dusty.
this?
Well, so
this
what is this?
relieved
What is this
skeleton?
spell that you did? But I know what you called it. Like,
Heal.
can you tell me more about it, Dylan? What the spell you did
Oh.
was?
Heal.
What do you mean?
Like, what is
Your-
it
the
doing? Like,
stoke-
I guess, like, what does your magic look like? Like, I know you said it's this.
For you,
like,
it's a feeling. It's just you have like intense. It says intense fervor fills you, empowering your blows. So I pretty much
Okay.
just wave my hand towards you, and you kind of just get that adrenaline rush.
Right. So I'm getting used to the fight now. I've kind of settled my position. I have this extra duplicate flanking me, right? And then in the moment, just as I go to raise the sword and I'm blowing out this green sort of magic, like powder, I go to strike down and like I just suddenly feel my eyes like lock on to a specific part of the body that is exposed that I didn't notice before, as I feel this intense, almost magic draw to that spot. So I bring down the rapier, and I notice at the last second that it would be easier for the other me to hit it. So I feint the attack, and the other me comes down and slams on the rapier, with the rapier down on the creature.
Absolutely fucking dead. Let's just put it that
Damn.
way.
And then I will attack the one next to him
Okay.
with my third action at a -4 because this weapon is agile.
Nice.
Okay, for some reason it's not listed as being agile in the in here. It's listed as being agile in Path Builder. So
Let's see if you can edit it.
I think I need to change. Let me double check Path Builder. Path
Okay.
Builder's got it as. Oh wait, no, it's not agile. Sorry, I was wrong. I'm just wrong. Cool. So it'll be with a -5.
Yep. Rough. A miss.
Ouch! 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 All right, yeah, I go to try to slam through, but I was used to that luck, and now the luck's gone.
Sheesh. And then your mirror is disappeared.
Disappeared. That's my turn.
And it is now Vita's turn.
Okay.
You
I'm
saw
gonna keep
Felix and below you just got absolutely scraped on.
I'm gonna roll just an unarmed strike
Okay.
against this one here.
All right. You do hit it.
Yep. Rolling damage.
Yep. How would you like to end this poor wolf's life?
I'm literally just gonna punch it. I guess since it's undead and kind of decaying, my hand just kind of goes through its head like a little too easy,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Butter.
just crumples over.
Mm.
So can I cast things through my allies, or does that have to be clear?
Yeah.
I can.
Because
Okay.
they're your ally. Yeah.
If it's an attack roll, it generally a creature. If you're going through a creature, it'll get a +1 for lesser cover to its AC. If it's a saving throw, it doesn't matter. But if it's an
Okay.
attack roll, it will get that +1 to AC for lesser
Okay.
cover.
Well, then I'm gonna cast on the remaining wolf, phase bolt. See if that even works.
It's an attack roll, so if it doesn't add +1 to it for the AC, I will add 2. Just because you're shooting through a guy, you still can do it. Dude, that is wild, dude. has an AC of 16 naturally, right?
Hor, 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 hor.
So you rolled a 16, but because you're shooting through an enemy, I'm going to say that he has an AC of 17.
Fuck.
And so
Yeah,
this attack
that was-
misses.
Well,
Wowzers.
that's my turn.
L.
Look, man, I killed one. Good enough.
It just shoots right past him. It's just, dodging and weaving. Alright, it is now Alden's turn.
Let's see what a barbarian can do.
Alden's
a
a little angry.
state of fear, I fucking dash towards this other wolf,
Okay.
and first off, I'm gonna hit it with my staff. What the?
Oh, oops. We'll go back.
Okay.
It is back now to your turn.
Okay. Cool. And attack that fucking wolf with me staff.
You have a staff?
Yeah, I should be holding it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you have a staff. I'm just saying, just for flavor.
Yeah. Alden releases a hand from their bow staff. That's not what I wanted to do. Fine.
We're learning.
We're learning.
Well, I'm pressing attack and nothing's happening.
Let
I'm
me
hovered
make it-
over that wolf.
You click
I'll-
strike.
Well, yeah, let me... If you open up your character sheet,
Yeah, I am.
yeah, so under actions, you see under bow staff,
Yeah.
just do, for real quick, you had 2 hands on it, so just do change grip. Oh, I clicked it, sorry.
Yeah, okay, I saw that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now click strike.
Strike.
Yep.
Okay. 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 I was clicking like the literal
Oh.
attack button.
So close to a nat 20 there.
Yep, but you do hit it.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
did.
want to
Let's
click the
go.
damage button in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, a nice 8. You do 13 points of damage. How would you
Honky.
like to because you did +2 for your rage as well, how would you like to kill this guy?
Let's go.
I'm holding the base of the staff like a really long bat. I run up there and I just whack it underneath its head,
Mm-hmm.
like on its lower jaw, and just
Huge
snap it.
uppercut.
Yeah, just give it a big old uppercut.
Oh, damn. I'm going to say his head is not really well attached to his body, so his head just flies off and pops off with a really sick, like, sound as some
Yeah.
muscle tissue kind of
I
disconnects.
make a big chimpanzee scream when I do that.
Why don't you do it for us now?
I'm too tired.
And no thanks, man.
Are we ending after the combat because it's 10 and I got to work tomorrow?
Yeah, so that is the end of the combat. So I'll end the encounter.
We won our first Pathfinder
Delete
combat.
these
Woo!
fuckers.
Get
Whoa.
this shit out of here.
Yes.
They are dead. They are dead.
I want to do something with the bodies, you never know. I won't delete them just yet, but that is where we're going to end for today.
All right.
Good job.
We're learning. We're
Lots of
learning.
learning. That's the title of this episode, learning.
You can see how
Learn.
all
I
these.
learned that I need to
path-
buy stuff for my character. I didn't buy a single fucking
Oh
thing.
yeah,
I
you
saw
need to have items. You need to have equipment, bud.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so,
Anyway,
Oh,
I have
you use-
armor now.
You start with 15 gold
Nice.
for level
Yeah.
1. You can see how all of these Foundry features can very much streamline combat once you know how all of them work.
yep.
Oh, yeah.